And so I just kept getting up and getting down, and I just couldn't shut my brain off.
I had that problem last night as well. I got up and made cards.
Yeah, I actually went through some of my holiday mini stuff that came through and like organized that. And I didn't make any cards, but when I get my new stuff, I like to stamp them out and do the die cutting so that I know what they look like and stuff. Yeah. Which I kind of got the idea from Barry and Jay. I don't know if they still do it, but they did.
We did. Then we kind of stopped, and then we will again. Maybe we will.
Well, it's because you guys have been doing it so long. Like I'm starting to notice like the dies are like very similar over and over again. Yeah. And so like once you learn how to use them the first time, but I like to see what they look like stamped out.
Indeed. Just to let you all know, we are now streaming to YouTube. So just to let you know.
Got the notification. Good. It let me know.
I think that's a new thing which Zoom have done over the last couple. I think they're now telling you that to make sure everyone knows that you're streaming it rather than We've got Betty who is on as well, but no video again and no things. So Betty is talking to us via the chat.
Oh, she had a 14-hour night.
Excellent. Okay, so you sit back and relax, Betty, and any questions, just shout.
Dexter, how am I going to trim this cardstock?
Liz. And I think we'll just keep an eye on. I'll try and keep an eye on it, but you keep an eye on the pop meetings popping up as well. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very good. Thank you very much. Looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Favourite.
Oh, lovely. So I think, how many calls are we waiting for, do we reckon?
I don't think there's anyone else coming.
I think everyone will be online, do we?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Mandy, she hasn't said it.
No, Mandy hasn't said that she wasn't going to come on, so maybe she might be a little bit late. You're in Mandy Allen's circle, aren't you, Liz?
Yeah, do you want me to message her?
Yeah, do you know if she's joining us? Yeah.
No, I spoke to her the other day. She was. Let me just message.
Okay. Oh, can you not hear us, Betty? Just trying to figure out how to hear you all. It should. You need to.
If she can't hear you.
I know, I don't know, but I don't know whether or not it's just me she can't hear, or whether or not or if it's everyone.
Hear you all.
Can you hear anyone, Betty? If we get no response, we know that she can't hear.
Shall I type?
Yeah,
yeah, maybe you should.
Type it.
That would be easy, wouldn't it?
What do you like?
Here she comes. Here's Mandy now.
Oh, good. Just messaged her. Probably forgot.
That's it. And there's Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
Hiya.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Quick question.
Yeah.
I cannot find my craft knife anywhere. Is there a way around doing it without a craft knife? If not,
yeah, I can. You can use your. I'm sure you can use. Do you have? What's it called? The pierce mat.
Yes.
You can just poke a hole in and then cut it with the paper snip.
Scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a way around everything.
If not blue tack.
Yes, that's something which you can poke. So you can poke scissors into.
Yeah.
So
I'll just find my piece mat somewhere. Right, won't be a sec.
that's cool. Is there any other questions from anyone else at all before we crack on?
No, I'm just trying to find me.
Janelle, who have you got there, Janelle?
This is Max, Maximus. He's a Great Dane.
I
Aww.
you look huge.
Great name.
Max. Hi,
Love this hair.
Maximus.
Wow, look at him.
Hi, Lizzie.
Hi, love.
Good.
Cool.
So how's you all right there, Sherry? There, haven't spoken to you much. You good? Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I got out of hospital just a few days ago, so I'm kind of still.
Oh,
Oh, bless you.
Here's my other half. He's coming in to say hi.
Hi, Vicky's other half.
Hi.
Bend down, hun.
Oh.
There you go.
How you doing? You right?
This is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
I try to get my other half to come in too, and he comes in and he says hi, and that's it.
That,
Is he not crafting with us
he
tonight,
wasn't real
Vicky?
keen on that either. Do what, Barry?
Is he not crafting with you tonight?
No,
Couldn't convince him, no.
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 I mean, the only thing he likes to do is occasionally, after I emboss something with embossing powder, he likes to use the heat gun
oh yeah.
because he's like, magic every time.
Uh-huh.
And that's
It
his instead
is.
of crafting.
That
You
still
guys are
amazes
all
me
about
every
the tools,
time.
aren't they?
I
Really.
think
Yeah,
it
it does
does.
me.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's still magical after all this time.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Always.
remember the first time that I used the embossing powder and I kept asking the demonstrator, is that it? Is that it? Is it good? And she kept saying, you'll know, you'll know. And going,
you do.
and finally did. I was like, oh,
Amazing.
Yes, no, it's great, isn't it? I think it's one of the first things most people see and gets them hooked.
yes.
And I think it was one of the first things we saw, wasn't it? Or it was one of the early
Yeah.
things, which kind of wow.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
good. So I think we're
Right,
ready to
yes,
start. I think
we
we've got everyone
can.
in. Just keep an eye on it, but just double check it and
Yeah.
just keep it popping your head up here.
Yeah, just like prompt me.
Yeah, I will do. So we're going to crack on with tonight's class. We've got 3 cards to make, or hopefully we've got 3 cards to make. We'll see time wise, but the final one is really, really simple. But obviously we want to make sure that you get through the 2 which you can use to give it a whirl dies with, and hopefully you'll end up with something like this with a rainbow popping out for
We'll see about that.
We'll see, hopefully. And then obviously, we've got the second one as well, which you're going to be using the same. We're going to be using to give it a whirl again to create a spinner card, the reveal card in its traditional form, aren't we? How it's actually designed to be. And then we're going to be making a card using the dies afterwards. Obviously, if you've had a look through the PDF, you'll see the type of cards which we'll be making, so you'll know what to expect. But yeah, I'm gonna pass you over to Jay. I think we'll just crack on. So is there any questions before we start?
Nope.
Nope.
Silence. Lovely.
Yay.
Excellent. All right, well, we're going to go camera down and I will hand you over to Jay and then he will then do the rest. Let's go.
I think I have everything.
There we go. So hopefully you can see this down here now if you all got the camera down view.
Yeah.
Good. Let's turn on the white. I'll hand you over to Jay.
Thanks. Is that really far, or is that okay for everyone?
It's a little bar.
A little far.
It could come.
Yeah, needs to zoom in a bit.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm going to do it because if I let Jay do it, we'll end up with no camera at all.
Barry, do you just move the stand or do
I'll just move the stand, yeah.
You can't
Okay.
zoom.
No, you
That's
can't.
better,
zoom
that's
in.
fine.
Is that better now?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Right. So yes. So
Can I just interrupt you for my
it's
Yeah,
already
you're already doing
it's
that.
already streaming. Yes. So hopefully you've managed to prep the card stock that is needed for this. I have my card base, and this is like the element or the card pieces that you need. The first thing that we'll need to do is loads of die cutting, I'm afraid, but hopefully you've kind of like guessed that you'll need to die cut. So you'll need to die cut the front layer, so with the stitching. So one piece of that in smoky slate, and then the other side you'll need to die cut the wheel and 4 sets of stars. So I'll just get my, so you can start die cutting. So one will go there. So that's one full sheet. And then the other one is the wheel, and then 4 lots of the stars, but you do get 2 dies of the stars. So you just need to do that so it fits underneath. And then once that's done, you need to cut 2 lots of the small clouds, 2 lots of the medium clouds, and 1 of the large cloud in the white, basic white, as well as 1 wheel. Okay, so do die cut those out. Shout if you can't remember, because I'll be die cutting it myself. I thought I'll just we won't prep it, so then at least it's like less prep time for you all, because I know sometimes you we don't have all the time that we would like to craft or to prep for crafting. So we have kind of like taken the time die cut into consideration. So I'm just gonna cut my front layer. I'm afraid our table is wobbly still.
We're used to that.
You just close your eyes. Just concentrate on your die cutting. But hopefully this will get your plates nice and smooth. If it's bumpy, just turn it over round, and then it flattens itself out.
Hey, I have a question. Do you guys ever turn your bottom plate or just your top?
Oh yeah, we've turned it. We normally turn it, but after a while, because it's flat, we kind of like just keep it to one side. But as you can see, that one's got some cuts in it.
Yeah, I meant to ask you guys that a while ago. So.
Yeah, so we always turn it as soon as we get the plate. If it's new, we cut everywhere. We try to cut on the edges as well as far as we can.
Oh yeah, I know that. I've been trying to do that too.
Where's my other stars? There we go.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
And 2 more stars. I love, you can probably guess that we love the clouds on this dice. it's featured in all of the cards tonight, I'm afraid. And I nearly used the stars again on the second one. I was like, maybe I'll use something else. So I used the hearts.
How many stars do we need to die cut?
So you need 4 sets of them.
Okay,
so
4 sets.
3, 6, 9, 12 in total. 4
Got
of
it.
Sizes.
I got you.
But that's why I love this, the star die on this, because it's got 3 in 1 and it's
I like that
sizes.
too.
It's just really helpful. But can you believe we don't have the stitch stars dies?
I don't have them either, and I keep going to add them to my little shopping cart, but I know Barry will say no. We're like, what do you need those for?
That's what he asked me about them. What do you need them for? And I was like, to make stars.
No, they're not on the list. They're not coming.
They're not on the list. Stars are beautiful.
How
Right.
rude.
Yeah, exactly.
How rude.
So white, basic white, one wheel, and then sets of.
That's what I did. Oops, daisy. One wheel and clouds.
Yeah,
What?
you can probably fit a bit more on there. Or just use any scraps. And then you'll need the small and the medium again on another piece of basic white. Yes.
Oh, which bit am I using for the clouds? This little piece of white.
Yeah, that should be, yeah, yes.
Yep.
So,
Sorry, and how many clouds?
so you'll
1, 2,
need
3, 4,
5.
5.
So 2 small, 2 medium, and 1 large.
Thank you.
But yeah, I cut on the other one, I cut it with the clouds as well, just to make up the numbers. And you should have some spare just in case you need to die cut another large cloud later if you're stamping the sentiment. If you're not happy with the sentiment, so you might want to die cut a second large one. So it's already die cut. I'll do that myself.
That's what I'm doing.
The sentiment is, well, it does fit. It's quite tight, but you could always use a sentiment from a different set if you prefer. And that will be my last one. That's everything. I'll just tidy. So put your dies back in, just so it's not, you won't lose them for the next couple of cards. Remember how these fit. And the stars. So just shout when you finish and we can carry. There we go.
Oh, somebody coming in. Jay.
Oh, Danielle, there we go. Thank you. Good spot. Hi, Danielle.
Hello, hi. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm in a room with my husband rather than in my craft space.
Yeah, no worries.
That's okay. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, so yes, so if you wanted to craft along, we just literally die cut the front layer, 4 sets of stars, the wheel in smoky slate, the wheel in basic white, 2 lots of small cloud, 2 lots of medium clouds, and I did two lots of the large cloud just in case my stamping doesn't go to plan later on, but we only need 1. So has everyone got that?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So we are now going to draw our rainbow onto the basic white. Now you can, Vicky asked about, sorry, there's a motorbike. So the way that I did it is basically there's an embossed area I said the fan. I don't know what else to call it. But if you start off on the edge, you can see that there's a curve on there. And then you basically just create a semicircle using your Stampin' blends. The blends that I'm using is Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, Balmy Blue, and Highland Heather. You'll also need a pencil, so you can just where it's the embossed piece is straight, you could just carry on along that line, just so you know where to finish your rainbow. So you could just freehand it. I just freehand it and then just use the curve, the embossed curve, and then follow that along. And because I'm using the brush tip, the width of that is actually a good size. So it doesn't have to be like a neat rainbow, but if you want it to be a neat one, you can use. So just as an example, let's see how Vicky, you wanted to know. So this is the large layering circle. So you could always use that to mark your piece. So this is just an example, don't copy me. But if you want to use a proper template, use your layering circle dies.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
Can I see the original? Because I can't quite get my head around what we're actually doing there.
So we are basically just making rainbows.
Yeah, but how does it go in the card? What's the card look like, please? Oh, okay. So we cut it. Oh, okay.
Yes, we are. But yes, so you just need a semicircle.
Okay. I only cut out one grey one, so I need to cut a white one.
Yes. So you need one grey and one white. Roy G. Beef Blue. I've forgotten how it went. So Vicky, are you using your layering circles?
I tried. I'm not sure mine's going to look the greatest, but we'll see.
Or you could always do like, you could always die cut them, but you're gonna have to do it in different colors. Or color the die cut afterwards, I guess. But I thought doing it with blends, it's just faster. And the way that I've done it with using the wheel, it kind of like just uses the dies within the set instead of having another different die. So you could always just extend it out if you want a longer piece, or just tidy up any edges if you want to. Just extend mine actually, because you could always cut it down. Just lay this out so you Danielle can see as well.
Gone halfway round.
Yes, just halfway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pencil marks was just to show if you wanted to use the layering circles. But you only need half a circle. Okay, let me know when you're done and I can show you how to cut it, but it's literally just using paper snips.
Done.
Okay. I'm finished.
Oh,
Mine looks like a kindergartner's, but I'm done.
I know, right?
but it's fun. So on the wheel, you have another embossed area, the second fan at the bottom. So if you just cut that across that way, and then you follow the edges of your rainbow, and then just cut along that, so you'll end up with just basically this big piece. Huh?
You say pig.
No piece. So just follow your drawn rainbow around.
So you have some white at the edge of yours.
So
Is
you,
that gonna
yeah, have a bit of white on the end, on the left end.
okay.
You can have some on the right edge, because we'll be cutting it down anyway later on as well.
I think I might have gone too far over the lines.
It doesn't matter because you'll be, that piece is just an extra space, so you can add glue to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it shouldn't show if you have loads of because my
Okay.
I did a pre-recorded video for this one actually, so if you want to revisit it, and
I do remember that one actually.
yeah, so you can always revisit it, and without having to go through the class if you don't want to. So it's there. So I've got my rainbow with a bit of white on there.
Mine's on the other side. Never mind.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
And Jay, when you cut them, what mark did you use? Did you you're calling them a fan?
So yeah, so this so can you see that better?
Yep, I see it.
So the first one I colored from the first line there.
Yep.
And then I cut on the second line.
Okay, perfect.
On the bottom line. What would you call that? I don't know.
You got it. That sounds good to me.
Trees, who knows?
But it's gonna get hidden anyway. I don't know why I dropped that off. Okay. Cool. Let me know when you're done and we can crack on. I'm just gonna tidy up my clouds.
Are we supposed to have another white piece that has half of it cut off?
So yeah, so this one
Oh dear.
was from there. We don't need it.
Oh, good.
We don't need it. It's just an off cut.
It's okay, Dexter.
I'm looking for my embellishments.
What embellishments?
I thought I put it in my pocket.
Okay, it's okay.
What?
It's in a packet. Anyone else? Everyone done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Done.
Done.
Oh. I might have left it in the pack, but I don't need it just yet. So
It's not
now that we've
cut.
done that, we can cut onto the front layer. So again, on here, you can see that there's embossed line on the left there.
Mhm.
So what you could do, if you still have this one, it's actually better to use this as a template. You place it back in.
Oh,
But you can use this one as well. So you basically just use that and mark where you're gonna cut your slot. If you have this one, it's better because you can see that one's quite far out. You know that how far in that you can cut in. So you can see there, that's the edge of my, whatchamacallit, rainbow. So I actually need to take that slightly further inwards because otherwise it'll hit the edge.
I don't know how I cut mine, but my template piece doesn't look anything like yours.
No, mine doesn't.
It's not like
Fine.
straight across.
It's just a template, but you can use this one
Okay.
to kind of like know where you're gonna cut. So
I'll figure it out here.
so then
You
you
mark
cut
it either
along
side.
that line, the embossed line, and then your pencil mark. Now for Mandy, if you have your pierce mat, I just need my pierce mat.
Yeah, got it.
It'll turn up. I saw it earlier. So just if you have take your pick tool,
Yeah.
just pop a hole in and then cut your
Fab.
like that.
Are you cutting your slot slightly wider than the rainbow so it doesn't
Yes,
catch?
do cut it slightly wider.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But it is we could always make it larger later on.
Jay, can you show me how to line this up again and make my pencil marks?
Yeah. So it's better with this one because you can see that the hole matches in the middle.
Yes.
And then you know that you use the embossed edge as your starting point for your rainbow. So just cut mark slightly to the left of that mark. And then this one, just mark where it ends and then mark it slightly to the right of it. So you know that it's wider than your rainbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will use both as my template here. This is weird. My rainbow, I'm gonna use my rainbow, I think, because no, hold on. I'm talking out loud. Sorry guys.
No, that's fine. It's just
I talk out loud, I think.
I originally just used the rainbow, but what I found was because I didn't know where the center of this will be.
You know what? My rainbow's not big enough. It's not long enough. For some reason I didn't color it all the way. That's the problem.
That's fine because you only really need it to go up to there. If you have
let me
long
see.
piece.
No, it's still too short. I can color the others. I'll die cut a new one and color. You keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Cool. So has everyone created your slot?
Oh,
Yes.
Not
No.
yet. That's fine.
Okay.
Take your time.
So Jay, does it need to be quite a wide slot? Because yours looks a bit like a letterbox sort of slot.
Yeah, so
Slot,
it just
okay.
needs to be wider than your rainbow. So then the rainbow doesn't hit the
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if you ruined your template or anything, or maybe show me on the gray one where you started coloring and where you like the edges you used.
So on here, so there's a straight line. So I start off from the edge and then there's an embossed line there as well. So I followed that all the way down.
Oh, I didn't go all the way.
And then semicircle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I didn't go all the way.
Right. Cool. So if you have finished that, you can add your rainbow onto the basic gray. I keep saying basic, smoky slate. So you know you use the embossing area, the embossed area. So you just basically slot that back in place. So the embossing match. It's just so you know that it matches on the edge of your wheel. And you're only gonna add glue at the bottom of this. So add glue to the left-hand side of your rainbow, be it having a white end or not, it's fine. Just don't make it too blobby like I've just done, because you don't want your glue to spread onto the wheel, because it'll leave it sticky and it will get it stuck. So you should have it like that. And the only area that's stuck on is literally that end piece there. And the edge of the red matches the edge of that embossed smoky slate. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my original, no, that's not my original. My original, I played with it too much that the rainbow actually fell off. So, so it's worth putting sellotape or Terran tape at the end of this. I'll just get sellotape. Or just don't play with it too much. But just be careful. On the pre-recorded video, I put the Terran tape all the way at the edge. Don't do that. Just do it like at the bottom, so just for extra support. Because I had to dismantle my original card to put it back in. It wasn't that hard to do, but it just made it look bendy. So just keep away from the edge, and then just keep away from the top line, and just make sure that that's really stuck down. You can use Terran tape or like red tape, I guess. But don't take off the backing or the top layer. Okay, and now you can, I really need to find my embellishments now. You can insert your brad through. Can you just get, oh no, I've got it this one. Right, so, yeah. Where's the brad?
Over there.
I've misplaced the pack of brads as well as my pack from my kit.
You gave them all to us.
Really don't know where. All right, I'm just gonna take this off. I can continue watching, looking for it. So with the brad, insert it from the front, on the front layer first, and then on that piece. But you'll need to feed through your rainbow on the slot, and then feed through the brad on the second. Yeah, if you don't manage to do that and it went in like that, you can just, hopefully you'll be able to just squeeze that in and then turn it, it should come out. And then before you take this down, just support the middle bit and then turn your wheel to see if your rainbow comes out of that slot easily. Ooh, I've just done it again. And then once you're happy with it, you can part your brads and use your take your pick tool.
Oh,
And then just,
your pick tool just broke.
oh no.
I'm not real happy with it anyways.
Oh, I love ours.
I know, but does your top ever come loose that has that little sticky stuff in it?
Oh, what, this one?
Mine
No, it's
doesn't.
really tight.
Mine doesn't stay screwed on, and every time it's wobbly.
Oh,
Well, that
Oh.
thing.
Ours is always kind of
Yeah.
like, it's not, ours is always quite loose
yeah.
like that, but yeah, because you don't want it too tight because it just push more and more out. But it never falls off. I have no idea where it is.
Oh, can I share a fun little thing I learned from another demonstrator about the Take Your Pick tool? When they have the back to school sales going on and there's those pencil boxes, keep the insert that this comes in. It goes right into the pencil box. You can keep everything in there.
Oh.
I know. So I got to wait till those come out because I want to go get one.
Jay, when I reversed my rainbow, it disappeared altogether. So then I had to put it back through the hole.
Yeah, you managed to put it through, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how am I going to stop that from disappearing again?
Yeah, that will be next.
Oh, right,
after
okay,
this.
sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If you want to secure this piece, you can again add sellotape or tear and tape on top. But you will need dimensionals to add height into the middle so it doesn't fall down. So I suggest like the large one. If you want to sellotape it, you can do just so it doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to do it. I just like doing it. And then with the dimensional, place that right in the middle. Now don't take the top layer off because you just want that for the height. You don't want it to stick onto the card base. Okay, so put a dimensional, but don't take the top layer off. Okay. So now that you've done that, we're going to add the stars at the end of this rainbow. So what you could do is if you go all the way out and you want to really have it, the second one that I did was quite far down. So I want it higher than that. So you can add your large star where you're gonna end it, because you can cut off the end. So for this one, I don't want, if you want it all the way down there, you can have it down there, but I'm gonna put mine slightly higher on there, and I'm gonna stick that with multi-purpose liquid glue. And with this one, you can, if you're adding it on the edge, just add glue to where it's gonna actually stick onto the card. But because I'm gonna add it, like the whole piece of this will be on the rainbow, it doesn't matter that I've added glue on all of the star. Okay, so once you've added that star, you then need the medium star, and you're gonna add that with dimensional. You can cut your normal dimensional or just have the mini dimensional if you have that as well. And this will act as the stopper. There we go. Is anyone falling behind? Am I too slow? Am I too slow?
I'm behind, but that's
Yeah, I'm behind.
Yeah.
I had
If you
to
have
read
any
them.
question, just shout. Yeah.
Quick question. I got my
Yeah.
rainbow. I got my did you do some did you adhere it with anything you said?
The rainbow. Yeah,
Mhm.
I adhered it.
With
with
okay.
multi-purpose liquid glue, and then I just secured it with a bit of sellotape at the bottom. Stay clear of the edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, just slot the end. Just make sure that you align the end, like the edge of your red area to the edge of the embossed area. So now this one, when you take this down, it should stop it. So just again, just turn your wheel, and then the rainbow should hopefully be okay going in and out. And now you can snip the end to just tidy up the end of the rainbow.
I'm curious if you tried the thick cardstock on the rainbow. Mine feels kind of flimsy, and I didn't know if that was too thick to go through the slot, or did you try it?
I haven't tried the thick. The basic one I prefer, just because of the height on here, that you'll have to sometimes bend it up.
I see.
So then it doesn't hit the cloud on there. And this one, I think the thick might be, yeah, I think the basic one is just easier to bend later on than the thick. But yeah, try it with the thick if you're doing another one, and let us know.
Mine's creased in 2 places, and it's a little flimsy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to erase my lines, and I creased it when I did that.
Oh. So yeah, so maybe try the thick next time.
Right.
But yeah, I think it should be fine. As long as you, because yeah, when you're bending it, you need to bend this as well. You're just curling it up.
Okay.
Sorry, Jay, I need to see that blue situation again.
At the back?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Easy enough. Just on one side?
Yeah, just on one side, you need this open.
That makes sense. So I was like, how the heck is it going to move?
Exactly.
Like, I must have misunderstood. Okay. All right.
Okay. So now that is done, we're gonna stick this onto the card base. But before we do that, we're gonna place another dimensional on here. So prepare your card base. And hold it. So for now, place this where you think you're gonna stick it down. Make sure that it opens up the correct way. And then take note of where your finger spinner wheel is. So around there. You'll need another piece of Stampin' Dimensional. And then you're basically just gonna add this where the finger space is. Again, you're only sticking this onto the card base, and don't take off the top layer, because this will just lift that spinner up. So then it's easier to spin the wheel. Okay, so just be aware of that. And then you can now add dimensionals on all of around the wheel. Liz, are you okay?
Yeah.
So just go around. I will add some onto the edges as well. Just make sure it's not in the way of the wheel. Let's add one up there. And then here. Ooh. And then, so when you take off the backing, don't forget to don't take off the one on the wheel. So just take the backing off around the wheel, not on the wheel. And then stick that down on your card base. Now, before I stick it down, Krista, have you got any questions? Because I won't be able to show you
No.
if I stick it down.
Turn it over for me. Turn it over. Okay, now show me the inside again of like where you glued everything. Because you know what I did? I had to recut. I think I put a hole in my wheel. So we weren't supposed to put the hole in the wheel. The hole goes on that top layer.
Yes, so the front layer.
I was like, what the heck am I doing here? Okay, so I recut. I'm good now.
Yeah, okay.
I will put my hole in and I'm good.
Cool. Liz, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's just mine catches a little bit. I have to give it a little bit of a guiding hand,
Oh, what, your rainbow?
my rainbow, yeah. It's a little bit.
So do you need to extend your slot slightly?
I have, but I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, because it's easier to do it now before it's stuck down. So if I'm just gonna cut mine with snips just to show you, because mine is quite tight as well. So that's how you can, I guess, troubleshoot.
Yeah. Jay, one more time, show me like the middle, like the inside. So now I'm just trying to figure out where my rainbow goes. Like, just kind of show me like in the, there you go. Where do you have it glued down?
So you know where you started drawing?
Yes.
And you cut you're literally just placing it onto the smoky slate, the same area. So the embossed line kind of like joins in together, and the cut line is where I embossed as well.
And then how did you do the cut line on the front? Did you do that first?
Oh, what, the slot?
Yeah.
So remember I used the rainbow
template.
Yeah, to place it. So don't add your wheel before you cut it. So you need to cut your front layer first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, are you taking the top off the dimensional, not over the brad, but the other one?
This one, don't take that off either.
No, that's what I thought. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise that will stick onto the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
No? Cool. I'm gonna stick it down. There. And just double check, that's fine. And it stopped where I want it to stop. Go back in. And then the rest is literally decorating the front. So if you are using the same sentiment as me, stamp it onto the large cloud in Memento or Stays On if preferred. Now, the Have a Stella Birthday, I did say earlier that it is quite tight. And so just be aware of that. Or use a different sentiment. The one from hand penned works well as well. The Anything is Possible, which I used on my first card. So it does fit
Beautiful.
there. And I'll be a scrubber tonight, sorry. There you go. Right, that's done. So now we have stamp the large cloud, and you can stick that with dimensional. One large dimensional is enough, because what it will do is it'll give you enough space for the stars later on to place it there or underneath. So this card isn't postage friendly, I'm afraid. It'll be a large letter. And then you can start.
And you mean you're not going to send it to me?
I'll send it. I'll hand deliver it when you come
Yeah,
here.
when I
here.
get there.
when you get here. So yeah, so the rest of the clouds, we're gonna cover the slot and then place it like it's the star is landing on the one of the clouds. So we're gonna just place, so this one is kind of like, I think it's the middle. So what I've done is I've actually turned it upside down and then hid like some of the slot on there. So when you're adding that with glue, just make sure that you're not adding glue all the way to the edge, that it's gonna catch on the rainbow. So just add glue at the bottom or along the bottom of the slot. And then place that upside down, or it looks like upside down to me. So you're not sticking it. So just make sure you just turn your wheel again, just to make sure that that's not stuck down. And then the other piece, turn it the other way around, or the correct way around, and put that, raise that with dimensional. So you can either add dimensional again at the bottom of the cloud on here, or you can do it on either side as well. Probably mini dimensional will be better. I want a mini. So what you could do is if you place it on the side of the slot and then the other side as well. And jumping cloud, and then at the bottom of that cloud, take off the backing so you can stick it down, and then just place it so that when you can't see the slot or the dimensionals that you've just placed, it might come off on the left slightly. Stick it down, and then again test your rainbow. If it hits the cloud, you might need to curl your rainbow slightly up, or you can add folded mini glue dot on the dimensional just to raise that slightly higher. But I think curling the cloud is fine myself, because it just it gives it texture, I think. Right. Yeah, it looks okay. It is hitting my. Okay, you got those two down.
Yes.
So if you extend your rainbow again, and then add dimensional on this one, on the medium cloud. And then place the underneath where you can. Just be aware that you don't want it too far to the right, that it's going to stop you from turning. So that goes on there. And then because we've only added one dimensional, you can stick this down and insert it slightly underneath. In the previous version, I stuck this one down first, but I didn't like the positioning of it. So it's better to actually do the raised cloud first.
How far did your stars go back on your rainbow, Jane?
So mine goes back
Oh,
down.
right, okay.
Yeah.
How did you get around that problem of it hitting the cloud?
So I just curl this up.
Right, yeah.
It might hit your cloud underneath as well. So you could always just curl that up. You know, your slot underneath.
Yeah.
If it catches, so that should hopefully stop it from
Right,
catching.
that's okay, yeah.
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 And I place this upside down just so it doesn't look the same. Same cloud, but it is the same. And then you can place your stars where you want them, the rest of the stars. So you've already got 2 stars there, and I'm gonna add, that's why I put that there, because I marked it and I could see a bit of my slot in there. So that's why I had that one in there. That's why the star's on the cloud. There we go. And one, I'm missing two small ones. So place the rest of your stars on your project where you want them. I'm kind of like just going with how I had it on my original, which I quite like the placement anyway. One there. And then I'm missing another one. Now for this big one, we're gonna hide the brad, but don't add glue on the brad. Don't add glue on there because I secured it with sellotape. Whenever I turn the wheel, the brad turns itself as well. So if you want a turning star, you can do, but I just want that static. So I'm just gonna add glue where it's not gonna actually hit the brad. So I've just added those two on, and I'm just gonna use one of the arm of the stars, star arm, I guess, point.
Oh, yeah, I don't think stars have arms.
Even in Mario, they don't have arms.
Hey?
Huh?
I said, see? Exactly.
Point. I did correct myself and say point.
I know. You know I teach you. I need to watch myself.
It's all good.
I mean, Barry called me mean earlier, so it's okay.
Yeah. I found my stars. They're on the floor. So once you placed your stars, just add, I tend to just pick it up with the pick tool, add glue, try not to blob it like I've just done. And then push it back in. And then we're nearly done. It's just the embellishment afterwards. So Krista, how are you doing?
I'm catching up, believe it or not.
Cool. Liz?
Yeah, I'm just blinging.
Oh, you're in the blinging stage already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
I never get to that stage. I never get to go pull all my stickles and all that stuff out.
There.
I was behind for a long point, and then all of a sudden it's just.
Yeah, it's just the mechanics. That's
yeah.
it. that word, yes,
That word.
Thank you. Yeah, and then it's just the decoration. It's like all up to you. So, see, isn't it easy?
It's actually not that bad.
It's not as bad as you thought it was going to be.
No.
That's good. And how's everyone else? You're probably all finished now, right? And then I've just used 5 silver metallic pearls, some on the stars and some not, but place it where you would want them. I quite like it on the stars. And then hopefully, once those done, you have your rainbow reveal card. You could also use your rocket instead of the stars. So you can put the rocket at the end here, although it will show up a little bit at the end here. So you can have the rocket flying up instead of the rainbow. That's something for next time, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how I can make the rocket go up straight without using magnets, because I know you can just get a pull, like just pull a cardstock with magnet and then it'll just go up. But I was trying to, I'm trying to be clever and not have it, but I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out.
You just have it on a bit of acetate wobbling.
Yeah, or like there's a slit in the middle, but
yeah.
I don't want to see the mark on the card. I think the magnet will probably be the way to go if you just want it straight up. Right. Let us know when you finish, or if you have any other questions before we start the second card.
Not yet, not yet.
My gems on.
I'm done.
Yay! Wow, that was quick.
Danielle?
Yeah.
Good Lord, and she was late.
To be fair, I didn't bring any bling with me, so I'm blingless.
Oh, I feel sad now.
There's plenty back at home, don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure you'll do it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool.
I'm not too far behind, so you can get ready to go on to the next one. I'm just decorating now, so I can.
Yeah, me too. I'm just decorating. Just tit-arsing about.
Oh, there it is. I found them. Look. It was in my second pack. And there I was thinking, oh, Barry, you moved it again.
I can't believe I actually did it, guys.
Yeah.
You know, for anyone who's remembered me in classes, I do not do well with fun or fancy folds or anything like this. Give me a bouquet of flowers and stuff and I can make it look so beautiful, but I'm not good with building scenes. I'm not good so I'm excited that I actually did this.
Well,
yeah.
Yes, we can do show and tell at the end.
At the end.
Yes.
Although, you know, my desk is a mess. So give me a second here to. Y'all don't want to see how I craft.
Oh, I'm sure everyone's the same. Except Barry. Barry's just weird.
Barry is just, he's an anomaly.
So the second card is this one. I just die cut the aperture twice, so I just wanted to show like you can extend the window as well. Again, the clouds are there, and we're gonna color the rocket. Sorry, a bit of fussy cutting, I'm afraid, with the rocket because it doesn't come with the die. So you should have your card base and two thick white. Again, you'll need to die cut your front layer. I'll just get my die. So the front layer in one, the wheel, and the large and medium. And then you should have hearts as well. Two small hearts. Now I did cover, I don't know if you noticed, but I did cover that with thick basic white because the brad is like white. So if you want to do that, you can use this die.
Oh, okay.
And the small one actually fits on top of that. So I'm just gonna die cut those as well.
Which clouds are those? The small and the big one?
The large and the middle.
I see. I gotcha.
So before you cut it, cut your hearts underneath here or a spare because we'll need to stamp onto the other piece as well. Okay, so I'll die cut mine. Where am I going? Or if you have any offcuts from the first card, you can use that as well. Sorry, it's falling. Cut.
How many hearts did we need, John?
I just did two.
Two.
Yeah. You lot are quick. For speed. One. Or if you have the spare from the large cloud already from earlier, you can use that.
All right.
Nearly there. And what do I need? Hearts.
How many hearts?
Two.
Two.
Two small hearts, one medium cloud, one large cloud, one small circle, and scallop wheel.
That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry, Dad. Sorry.
One and one.
I was wondering what these weird circle things were.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another kinetic card using those. So,
Thought bubble.
but I haven't tried it yet. It's in my head somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I know how that goes. I know how.
So once you've cut those, we're gonna cut onto the front layer with the fan design, which is this one. So if you've already used this die, you know that to place the hole, to match up the hole. So you can I've kind of like done mine so it's straight up. Again, it doesn't matter that if it's slightly wonky or not, just make sure that the hole matches. So then you know that the wheel underneath will correspond to the aperture.
Hang on 1 second. I lost that. All right, we got the stitch side up. Okay, I was wanting to make sure. I'm gonna have to tape mine because I can't do like you do. It will move.
I think I should tape mine, but so do it once and then we're gonna move it. So you cut it once. I really need a bigger table. It keeps falling.
I think you guys should move here instead of me moving there. I have a
So
huge house with
yeah.
nothing in it.
So
Nobody.
realign your fan. If you want that, I guess line or space,
gotcha.
you can do that, or you can have a semicircle like that. But I quite like it. It reminds me like of a space or an airplane window. So that's why I did it as two. So the way that I did that, I say we align the circle in the middle and then just have kind of like a straight, using the stitching as a guide to ensure that the edge of the die is straight. Again, you might want to just make sure that your card or your die is slightly at a bend when entering the machine, so it cuts through better.
Make sure it's what?
You know, when it enters the machine,
Yeah.
so it's at an angle. It's
Oh,
not
yes,
right edge.
yes.
Yeah,
I
so
got
it just cuts it easy.
Yes.
I can't find it words tonight.
No, you found their words. I knew what you meant, but I missed it at first. And then there's no jumping.
So
I think I need to do one more heart. Lost a cloud. Where'd it go? Well, I have some extra clouds.
just move aside my stuff and we'll do some stamping. So as earlier, you'll see that this has embossed the die has embossed the wheel. So you're gonna use that as a guide. This one is even it's even more important when you're doing different options, but this one is just a whole scene or like planets. So it doesn't matter too much, which is quite good. So we're just gonna stamp the stars and the planets. So the way that I did it, I just stamped the planet 3 times in different areas. So do it so you're not going over the embossed edge.
Yeah.
Just turn your planets around. And then the stars, I've basically just stamped it in between the planets. So stamp it as much as or as little as you would like. Yeah, fine. And then we're gonna color in blends. Once we do that, we can stamp the rocket. So then we can just all color in blends. Does not fit.
Oops, I went into the groove.
It's fine. I'm on, oh, what? On the edge of the thing? The circle.
Oh no, I just went into the
In
groove
between.
between them.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
Yeah, for this one, it doesn't matter too much because you're not showing options. Like if you did nothing's better than with the
I
chocolate, the
gotcha.
coffee, then don't make sure that you don't stamp onto those areas. So I just stamped the rocket in the offcut, and we're gonna color that as well. So the blends that I chose, so just use the ones that you have. I've got pumpkin pie, so saffron, or you can use daffodil delight, fresh freesia, and polished pink, as well as blackberry bliss. Oh, it's all in front of me. I don't know why. And the stars I used, of course, the yellow, and literally that's just filling that in. So quite quick coloring for this one.
My nephew Keegan is gonna go crazy for these cards.
It is lovely. I do like this one, if I say so.
You know he loves space.
For the planets, I kind of like use the same color. So if I started with the Daffodil Delight, and then I use the pumpkin pie to do the shading, but you don't have to do the shading if you don't want to. So the shadow is the dark pumpkin pie, and then I move on to a smaller one and did the same. So it's kind of like I'm coloring it 3 different sizes. And then I'm moving on to this one.
Sorry, Jay, I've got to just take a phone call from my mum. She's not very well.
Yeah,
I'll catch up with you. Just carry on.
Okay, no worries.
Carry on.
And we can do yellow ring. Let's make this all orange. And then I'll move on to the next one, which is the pinks. Where's my thing? So polish pink. That doesn't look like pink to me.
Right? The lid.
The cap. Yeah, the lid. I'm just like
they're so weird.
They are.
It wouldn't surprise me that he's put the wrong lid on the wrong blend.
No, mine are the same. It confuses me because it's so like pinkish purple.
Yeah.
And the dark polished is like a light version of magenta. So it's like if you put it next to Highland Heather or Fresh Freesia, it looks like it belongs in the
It looks
purple
like,
family.
yeah, exactly. See, that's what happens all the time, Barry. It just, I'm actually colorblind. I don't know. When it comes to the caps, because I always tend to put it in the wrong lid.
Do I need to send you guys those labels that I posted?
Oh no, I meant to like print them or something, but I just keep forgetting.
You'll still put the caps on wrong. It's all right.
Nope, that's fine. Right, and then Fresh Freesia. That's hard. Dark. So just color your planets as you would like. And I use the Blackberry Bliss just to add the dark shade for the Fresh Freesia. Oh, I didn't even color that one. A Blackberry Bliss ring. There we go, and then.
Did you guys get your pre-order today?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have it in the house. We haven't opened it yet. It just came today.
I got mine too, and I haven't opened.
You haven't opened it yet either.
I haven't. No.
Yeah.
Sitting
Sometimes-
right staring at me.
I was there. Open it.
You guys have great restraint.
I don't know. Sometimes it's I'm excited more like the thought of it coming, and then when it comes here, I'll be like, meh.
That's because your delivery takes so long. Do they literally ship it from the US over there?
No,
I was gonna say, do they not have distribution channels
in
out there?
Germany. It comes from Germany.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. See, look, that looks the same.
It does.
Barry's like, whatever, just put it in the correct one. But I don't know which one.
Yeah, really.
Oh no. Okay, I'll have a look at that later. Oh, what you could do as well is add dots, create dots on there before we finish. Right, I'm just gonna finish up and just do random dots in different colors.
Uh-oh, tell Barry I need Bermuda Bay.
Nope.
It's all frayed up. I can't even use it. I thought I'd be different and add a different color in there.
Oh, ooh, Bermuda Bay sounds cool.
Yeah, but it didn't work out because it's icky.
And what other color? Pink. Oh, pink. 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 Put as many or as little as you would like. Maybe add a bit more towards the center so it looks like it's further away. And then we can move on to the rocket. Yeah, that looks cool. For the rocket, we're using the same colors. I kind of like started with the polished pink first. If I have it that one, so I can see. So with the dark, I started on the edge. and then use the light in the middle.
Was that polished?
Polish pink, yeah. And then do the same
Oops.
for the ring.
I didn't even stamp my rocket. Let me get to that.
And then do the same for underneath here. So that's polish pink done. Fresh freesia was for the wings. Where are you?
Pretty.
The dark on the end and then light on the tips. There's not much difference between them two. You can go back in and
see, I was just looking for the light polished pink and I was confused because it looks purple. The lids.
Yeah.
I was like, where did it
Should be
go?
lighter. And then for the underneath, I guess I don't rocket metal. So I did the dark on the end and then light in the middle. You can add a bit more of highlight by adding the fresh freesia in the middle. So it kind of like acts as a color lifter. It just pulls it out. The color, and then use pumpkin pie for the flames. So light on the end. And then dark in the middle. Or yellow. I think it's yellow on the other one. And then for the smoky slate, I just added shadow by actually going over on the right hand side and then in the middle there. Now you can blend it out with your color lifter. So I'm literally just going over the edge of it just to blend out that end.
Oh,
And
how cool.
And
I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm not
Which
gonna, yeah.
Which smoky slate did you use? Light?
The light one, yeah. We need the dark. We need to order the dark.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm probably gonna ruin it.
And then once that's done, we can fussy cut. How's everyone else doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am leaving a white border, but you can go up to the line. It's probably easier, but I quite like the look of the border.
Oh, I haven't coloured in the circle in the middle. Ooh.
Oh yes, same here.
Oh.
And that's just in dark blackberry place. There you go. I knew I've forgotten something. Thank you.
What?
It
My
just
pleasure.
finishes it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That little bit.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, oh brilliant.
I'm ready to go to space now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's always been a dream of mine to go to space.
Well, Richard Branson did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We must be all fussy cutting because we're so quiet. or you're all done and just waiting for me to finish.
No way. I'm just starting my fussy cutting.
Yay. Nice. So if you have finished that, you can stamp your sentiment. I'm gonna use the "You're Out of This World." Yeah, and I'm just gonna stamp that and then offcut there. You will die cut it with another window die from the set, which is actually this die. So, but just stamp that in Memento or stays on. Cut here.
Run. Jeez.
So I'm just gonna die cut that.
Did you get your big order in, Joe, today delivered?
Yes, yeah, it's in the hallway at the moment. We normally have ours delivered to Sandra. Just
It's
because
coming Thursday, very big
ooh, that's
order.
cool. Big order. How big is big order?
About £650 worth.
Uh,
Big.
OMG.
I know, OMG, my poor
I've
baby.
been good. I've not done any. I'm waiting till next month. I know it's the first time I've not, but I'm like, I can't.
It's called celebration, that's a problem.
Yeah.
How long we got to that? Next month as well, haven't we?
August 2nd.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts for customers in August.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
That's
So you can still earn it then.
my bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I just can't do it this month. I just haven't got the Wonga. I'm decorating my front room, so sad
The
times.
Wonga?
Yeah, money. Wonga.
I've never heard of that.
You know,
What was it?
the Wonga.
Wonga. Oh, is that why there's a Wonga.com?
Yes.
Durr.
Who said her?
Oh my gosh.
Did you say you die cut that, Jay, or did you just?
Yes, I die cut this with the where did it?
Oh, okay.
That
Cool.
die with the from the same set. And it is this one's nice. It embosses the middle bit.
And did you? Okay, I'm gonna use that. Sounds good to me.
Cool. Right, I'm just gonna clear up. And then we can construct our card. And then the third card should be really easy. That's why we've kind of like designed the third one as not an aperture, not a reveal card, just using the dice. Where does that go? That goes there. And
You know, I missed these dies totally in the catalogue. Had you not said about it?
Yeah, they're not showcased properly.
No.
I've seen it.
yeah, because it's not class as a bundle with the Stella birthday. I think most people did miss it.
Mhm.
Did you not watch my live, Mandy?
I did. Oh
There,
my
I used it.
goodness. I did. With your mermaid.
Yes.
Oh, you're blending.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You seemed quite nervous in the first 2 minutes, and then you just literally was good old Lizzie.
You know why I was nervous? Because the link that Liz sent me did not work, and it was 7:25, and I had to log on and start the thing at 7:30. So
it stressed you out.
very much so, yes.
Yeah,
No, Liz, I've only been able to catch you a few times because it's like early in the morning, but I'm always up and I need to set alerts so I can get your notifications.
Oh yeah, I do. I need to do some more actually. It's my yeah.
I couldn't do a live.
Yeah, you could.
No, I couldn't. I really couldn't. My stress couldn't cope.
You know, when you're on it, actually, you just, the time flew.
Yeah. I saw
like-
Carrie's thing yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, her hair looks fabulous, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, what did I do with the card base?
No, my aim is to one day be as good as the guys.
Yeah,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
that would be
know.
cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
But just don't do the don't
What,
do the
say
press
what?
and seal, Liz. Don't do the press and seal. How you had the patience, Jay? I do.
Don't know what you mean.
And Barry and his bow tying, he's tying his bow. Bless
I
him.
know.
You can do it all the time, can't you? Tie bows, but you all get figures of thumbs on a live.
As soon as you do it
Yeah,
on camera, you
yeah.
can't do it.
It's because you're either used to doing it on your shoe or like on someone else. So
Oh, you don't want to
Yeah.
see like that's another thing is like I tie my bows with my mouth. I like pull a piece of it. You don't want to see that on a video.
Yeah, we do. That now you said it, I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, do not do as I do. Like I put one end in my teeth and I pull.
All right, and
Was
now we're
this
just
card
gonna
base-
construct.
Hold on.
So-
Was this card base thick?
Basic thick, yes.
Yeah, because I think I used it for other stuff. Okay.
You can have smoky slate, I guess. It will look nice as well.
No. I got plenty right in front of me.
So brad through the front and then on your wheel. Ooh. Don't make sure it doesn't fall out.
Brad through the front.
And then spread it out.
Where did that paper go?
And I'm just using again, take your pick tool, the lid, just to spread those out.
I'm
I
going
might
to
have
finish
to
my
die.
second card later because I got behind. I've made some elements.
Oh, yeah. And then we're gonna be doing the same for this one as earlier. So we're just gonna add, I won't add the sellotape. You can do if you want to. I'm just gonna add that in the middle. Don't take off the backing. And then again, use it as a template to guide where you're gonna add your other dimensional. Just to lift it up as well. You can add more onto here if you want, so then it doesn't go down, if that makes sense. But it's just easier to add it on here. But with these ones, make sure that you don't take off the top layer. So when you place it on, again, it just keeps the actual wheel higher. I didn't mind it on here because it's quite layered up. elements on here, but this one is quite flat. So you want to keep the wheel nice and secure. And then we can just add dimensionals around the wheel. And so again, this one is not as complicated as the first one, but it's showing you different ways of using the dies that's on there.
Yeah, they're flimsy brads.
What do you want it to hold? Oh, I quite like the big ones as well, but I'm trying to think of what you can use it for.
What am I doing wrong here? Can I see the front of that piece that you were just, yeah, that. Oh, right. That's what I was looking for.
Okay, so when you've added your dimensional, don't take off the ones that's on the card base and don't take the ones that's on the wheel. So just add that on your card front.
I'm so silly. I thought that was scrap paper and I totally cut it. So I have to cut that.
Turn it over and just to make sure, and then just have that up. And it comes out or goes round even. So remember earlier, if you die cut the small piece, you can tell that there's a brad on there because it's a different white. So you can just add that on. And this one is the smallest piece that was on the triple circle. There was a couple more sizes. So there's that one, but I think that will look too big. But we can use that as embellishment, I guess. You can have the planets coming out, which I didn't do in the first one. Ooh, I'll do that. And then again, just sort out your clouds where you want them to go.
Reach for the stars.
Love it. Thanks so much.
Right then.
You can even have, I was playing with the idea of having the rocket actually, if you stick it, put a dimensional in that bridge there, so it looks like it's kind of like, well, it's not moving, but it's on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a
so you can put it there, and that's where
idea.
And this is where actually the idea of doing the other if you watch our recent live, we showed another one that actually goes round. This is where the idea came from, because when I put it through there, I was like, oh, I can do it so it moves, kind of thing. But yeah, so dimensional, just make sure that it doesn't stick onto the actual wheel. So
I love this wheel.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is one of my favorite things out of the catalog.
Right, so yeah, place your elements and then just stick it down like the stars earlier.
I have to say, I still like the artistically ink the best.
Oh, that's my other fave, yeah.
That's my absolute favourite.
That is my other fave, though, man.
Mm.
Barrett's hamming the reach for the stars now.
Music worm. As I reach, climb a mountain, reach for the moon.
That's like disco music. And then the sentiment, I just put on dimensional. Ooh, got sticky fingers. And then the rocket as well. One in the middle should be enough. So yeah, so either place it there or place it on there. I might place it on the top. But placing it, just be, when you're placing it there, just be careful of your sentiment as well. So if I'm gonna place it on the edge, you just need a thinner dimensional. What's that one? Yeah.
That's cute.
And then finish up with the gold pearls.
That looks amazing.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think I did put on the Zoom, like half pass or quarter pass. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stop moving. So now that I don't have anything on there, I could add my circles. Maybe I'll just have one there. I won't add the other circles. There you go. So if you did do that, place your metallic brass where you would like, and hopefully you have your planets in place, going round in circles. Let us know when you're finished, so Barry can
come in.
Can come in, but I'll just leave those there.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Did you show this card, Jay? Would you? This was the other card Jay was on about, where he made the.
Oh my God! Look.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Whoa. I
Oh,
love
my
that.
God.
That's right up my street.
beautiful.
Oh, that's
That's
beautiful.
I want to do that one.
I want to do that one.
Do we need another class? We'll give it a whirl
Just-
then.
There
Do
you
one
go.
class on that card.
That was. Oh my gosh!
beautiful.
I
We
know,
could
it's
do that for the last one, surely.
No, we are not doing this for the last one.
No. Is that a
Oh.
lot of ink blending and
Yeah, a
splattering?
lot of ink blending. You got the stamping on there, and
Yeah.
well,
Ooh.
Let's do
needs
an advanced.
does Jay need to do another class? Then we'll give it a whirl.
Yeah.
There
I
you go.
like
I
it.
suppose you've got a
Wow.
YouTube video on it.
Sorry,
Oh,
say
no.
that again.
I don't suppose you've got a YouTube tutorial on it.
We haven't got you. We've
No, because literally when I finished designing for the class,
Yeah.
I had those elements prepped, and I was like, oh, I need to make something up. It was supposed to be for a blog hop, but it didn't happen. So I was like, okay, I don't have anything to do it.
Just looks like lots of blending. It looks lovely.
Yeah,
I know.
Mm.
A lot
yeah,
of
we're not quite sure. We may obviously we may do another class for it, or we may do a paid tutorial for it. So
yeah, do it. Well, yeah,
another,
that would be great.
another class may work if people are interested in it. We could always run another class for it, maybe.
Yeah.
Or a paid tutorial. Yeah, I could do a paid tutorial because I love ink blending. I love all the techniques and I love splattering. That's like right up my alley.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, are we all ready for card number 3?
I'm already doing it.
Yeah.
She's already started.
You've already started it. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Is
I'm
everyone
just
else ready
like-
for it?
Oh, I don't want to miss it, but proceed because I have to. My diabetic self's kicking in. I got to go to the restroom.
Okay.
But you
Oh,
proceed, and I will catch up.
Let's proceed. Okay, so you got some card base here, which is your balmy blue. We will have the other bits which we have got prepared as well. So you've got some bits which we're going to be die cutting from. We've got some bits which we can stamp on, and we're going to be using some of the glimmer card right here. But first of all, you're going to need to take your, see if you haven't done it already, just prep your card base. We've got the trimmer here, Jay.
Yeah.
I just need to score mine. I haven't scored it. So score your card base in half at 10.5 or whatever it is you use, and just get right. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the next layer, which is the layer 1. So we're going to take this one right here and we're going to emboss this. So you can either emboss this with an embossing folder, or if you want to, you can emboss it with the Plenty of Patterns decorative masks, or any of the decorative masks which you've got. So I don't know if you've actually ever embossed with your stencils.
No,
But so I'm going to be using, you've got these lovely patterns in here, and I'm going to be using this one right here, which is this kind of like mermaid. I was just going to say it kind of looks like fish scales, but mermaid sounds better. So we're going to do that. But if you haven't got the masks, or you're not really confident with doing this, then just use any old stencil. But depending on how you want to do it, I've done my one. I don't know whether or not you can see this. Can you see it's quite subtle?
Oh yeah.
The embossing. So you can either run it through your machine. Now, this is all depends on what type of machine I suppose you're using and how much pressure you've got with it. But obviously I know the machine which we've got, obviously the Stampin' Up one, the pressure on it is quite good. And you just literally run it through the machine like you would do any ordinary die. I do want to just briefly try it. Do you reckon it would work with this, Jay?
Yeah. You probably need to change your
I will need to change the
sandwich.
plates. Or if you have got it, if you've got the silicone sheets, you can pop it on your silicone sheet and then run it through it that way. But we will need to change the sandwich on that. So what sandwich do you reckon we need?
Oh,
Ham
and mayonnaise.
I reckon a 1 and 2 3s possibly.
All right, I'll be right back. Work is calling.
So I'm going to try this with plate number 1 and 2 3s and see what happens. And
That's 3 and a 3, not 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, 1 and 1 3 3.
I'm gonna have to pop off my iPad, so
Okay.
you might have to let me back in.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm just going to run it through, and I'm just going to pop my plate on top, and I'll see what the pressure feels like on this. There's hardly any pressure there at all. So, and that didn't touch it. So I do need the other one.
Number
on
2.
there. I do need that one in there as well. So the same with anything you do, just run it through, and if you feel that the pressure is too intense, then stop it. Yeah, and that's too much. So I probably, what about the 3D embossing plate?
Without
the cutting. So I'm now just going to try this now with the plate number 4, which is the 3D embossing plate. So I'm going to run that through. Does it feel? No, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything at all. Okay, this wasn't how I initially did it, but I wanted just to show it to you and see. But no, but I will.
Jerry, what if you added a paper shim?
Paper shim probably would work as well, potentially. But what I'll do is rather than going through it, I will do it how I initially did it. I was hoping that was going to work.
I have done it. I can't remember the.
No, I can't remember. I need to work out the plates. But all I did with my one for the card is I just did it like I was just doing a normal die cutting. So I popped the. You can't see what I'm doing now. Just realised. So all I did was I just popped the paper down onto the plate like I'm doing normal die cutting, and then popped my plate on top, and then just run that through your machine. If you want to get a little bit more detail, a paper shim will probably work quite nicely. And you can see just by running it through that machine just as it is, can you just see it's just transferred the pattern of that embossing folder onto the cardstock. So that's how you don't necessarily have to use your decorative masks as masks. Use them as embossing folders as well. If I can work out the correct plates for it, if you can use, this is what we're waiting for Stampin' Up to bring out. You know, I think we've been waiting a long time for their impressions mats.
Yeah.
That's what we'll be able to do it for. That's the type of thing which I'm thinking we're going to be able to do, is emboss other things, but it's taken them such a long time to get hold of it. Yeah. So once we've got that, we should be able to do these things a little bit easier.
All right.
You can use any embossing folder you want. Sorry, does anyone say something just then?
Yeah, it was me. I've just run it through on plate 1, plate 2, and the 2 plate 3s, but I did a paper shim on it, and it's actually you can't actually see it that well, but it actually has come out quite well.
Let's have a little look. Just shut up to the camera.
Oh, be a good idea if I showed you the right one, wouldn't it? So I don't.
No, we can't see it. Just
No,
the lights.
It's very faint, but it has actually worked.
Yeah, but ours has worked without a shim as well. Without the shim, yeah.
I use mine with a paper shim.
Yeah, so if you're not getting the impression, use a paper shim on it.
Yeah.
Let's take you off. Let's have a look. But obviously the one which I didn't need a paper shim on that. But if you can get it through with like the more of a paper shim, and you can get a bit more height, you'll get more detail in it. It will be a lot more raised like you would do an actual embossing folder. But if you just want to transfer a bit of texture over to it, that's a great way of doing that. Once you've done that, all you want to do is then just go ahead and just stick that down onto your card base. Like so. And just let that set itself up. And then the rest of this is you are going to need to take your. My pot is. Did you get the stitched rectangles? Stitched rectangles out for me. No. So you can either use the stitched rectangles. If you haven't got the stitched rectangles, I pop the measurements down on the instructions. So it'll either be 5.5 centimeters by 9 or 2 3/16 by 3 9/16 is the one. And you just want to pick your one. So if, as I'm looking at it, if you're looking at it from the largest down, so it'd be the 1, 2, 3, 4, it'd be the 5th largest from the top. So from the largest down, the 5th one down is what I've gone for. So you can either do that or you can then cut it out yourself. And we're just going to use the piece, a bit of scrap which you've got in your pack, to cut out a rectangle. And then whilst you're running it through your machine, I don't know where anything is on the table. We will look for the clouds. They're there as well. That's fine.
What size die was it you said in the stitch?
It was the fifth one down from the biggest.
Okay.
Okay. And then you've got, if you grab a bit of paper like this, which is the one which we've done for the die cut elements, that'll be enough for the rectangle. And then what you want to do is you want to then cut some clouds, and you want to cut 2 of each cloud. So run it through like that. And then once you've done that, then just cut the rest of the clouds out of your other piece. So you want to have 2 of each cloud, basically, and 1 rectangle.
What size was the rectangle? Sorry, I know you said it was 5th down, but
The 5th one down from the largest.
okay, what size?
Okay, it's approximately 5.5 by 9 centimeters.
Okay, thank you. Mine had all fallen out.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to run that through the machine. I'm just going to die cut those out like so. I'm probably just going to run my rectangle through first so I can get that through at a slight angle. So it's more die cutting which is needed for this one. Sorry about the wobbles there, that's it. So you've got the 1 rectangle which is die cut there, pop that to one side, and then cut your clouds out, let's say 2 of each cloud. So just be careful with how you're doing it to make sure you get the best out of your paper. Jay has just managed to do the embossing fold, the stencil. And what plate did you use?
That's with the big shot. So I'll try it with the
okay.
emboss.
But if you can use it with if you can get some plates, and we'll go through the plates in a moment, that there is the detail you get coming out from a stencil.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, that's really thick.
So yeah, so we will have a little look at that in a moment. Once I've done this, Jay will test it on the Stampin' Up. So that on the big shot, what was the layer on the big shot? For anyone who's got big shots.
The base platform cutting.
What was it?
We'll show you when.
Yeah, I'll show you once I've got it on here.
Oh no, I was wondering what the big shot was.
Oh, that was the cutting machine before this.
No. I have one of those. I meant what sandwich he used on the big
we'll show you in a moment once we've
okay, sorry, I got it.
It's just easier to see.
Yeah, it's just easier once I've got one. Yeah, once I can remove this, it's easier to show it to you.
But it's using the embossing plate.
So once you've done cut those, whilst we've got the machine here, you then want to just grab your glimmer cards, which I've gone and lost already. Oh, should it?
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah.
Your glimmer card, and then you then want to then die cut 2 lots of stars. So luckily you've got 2 lots of stars in this kit. in the die set, and you can then get them out. So we need 6 stars in total, 2 of each star.
I can't believe you're using that tiny little piece of paper.
Yeah.
It would never work for me. I mean, I could tape them down and that would work. You guys sure don't let anything go to waste.
Not glimmer paper, no way, Jose.
I know, right? The glimmer. I admit I saved all that. I'm glad that came back this year.
Yeah.
All right, so once you've done those, we are then done with the cutting machine. So Jay's just going to show you we'll just show you the platform for the big shots. So if you're interested, if you've got a big shot, then the platform was the standard platform with your cutting plates, the silicon sheet, paper stencil, and then the 3D embossing plate is the sandwich if you're using the big shot. We're going to check that and see whether or not that works exactly the same with the new Stampin' Up machine.
Yeah, it should.
And it should do, but we'll just check it.
It's slightly tighter.
Yeah, the new Stampin' Up machine is a lot tighter than the big shot, and Jay's just saying it's a lot tighter, but you can see, yeah, the detail on it. Apart from we've just got a bit of dirt on our plate, but can you see the detail? That's just coming out from a stencil. So use your stencils to emboss as well.
And that's the same sandwich.
And that's the same sandwich as what we just mentioned. All right, so once you've got that, you can go ahead and you can then stick the rectangle down onto your card base as just down flat. Just centralize that in within that card. Like so. So that's that. And what you also want to do now is you want to grab your out. I'm just going to poke my stars out. There. All right, then what we want to do is we want to get a cloud. So we've got 2 of each one. So I've used one of the larger ones and upside down. Used one of the smaller ones there, and then one of the other ones, which is like that. I will position those better in a moment, but that's kind of the setup. And then I'm going to then have one down here and then one down like that. So if you want to, you can either stick them down flat onto the card, or what you can do now is you can use dimensionals. So I'm going to be using the first one I'm going to stick down is this one over here, the biggest one, and then I'm going to work myself over, because this one I can have lots of dimensionals on. So really to make sure that's stuck all over. What you can't do is pop lots of dimensionals on all of the others, because obviously it's that we need to overlap first before we stick the dimensional down. So start off with one with lots, with enough on, and then stick that down like so. Then this one I'm going to have overlapping like this, so I can have a dimensional here. So just think about your placement of your dimensionals so it doesn't interfere with it, and then you can then use a double glue on the end parts, which is then going to be the part which is then going to then stick to the cloud. So you're just sticking these down and just layering them over. And have them off center. That's it. And then this one here, I'm going to have down there. So a little bit of glue on this side and just a dimensional over here. Like that. And then do the same. Obviously, these ones you don't need to worry about it because they're going to be independent from each other. So you can go ahead and you can stick dimensionals on these in 2 areas. But you should be left with one of the largest clouds remaining, and that's the one which we're going to stamp the sentiment onto. If you're brave enough to stamp a sentiment onto it, but I'm going to be using the Reach for the Stars sentiment again.
Reach for the stars.
Okay, and then that one's going to go like that. All right, then before we do anything else, then we just want to grab your stars and then just stick your stars around. So just kind of get them into place first where you think you may want them. So like so. And then once you're happy with your placement down there like that, so that's how I'm going to position that. Then you can then just go ahead and then just stick this glue behind the back of these and then just place them down. And these are getting stuck down flat.
Find my shimmer paper.
And this one down here is going to get slightly covered up by one of the clouds. So just maybe just have a little look at what you don't come down too low that you lose it. So just think about your positioning on that one, which is kind of going to go into this gap here. Like that. Final 2 stars.
It looks like it could be good for baby card. This one.
Yeah,
like mobile.
Yeah, you could turn it into a little bit of a newborn baby card actually. So you can have your pinks and obviously your pink or your blue. You could then maybe have a little bit of string coming down, and then turn it into like Jay just said, like a little bit of a mobile type of thing.
Or like a revealed.
Yeah.
You know,
So
like
that's pretty much the card done. All you want to do now is you just want to grab your largest cloud, and the one which fits in quite nicely is Reach for the Stars. So I'm going to go around and do this, ink this up, and I'm going to eyeball this and hopefully get it in my cloud. So like that. And then I'm just going to then, down we go. Thought it was a little bit low on that one, but never mind. That's that one there. Obviously, if you're not happy with that one, just go ahead and die cut another cloud, which I might just quickly do because I am not happy with that.
Should be another one somewhere.
What, another large one?
Yeah.
So you've got the machine down there. Could you cut that for me, please?
I won't really.
So I'm just going to try that again because I was just a little bit too low on that one.
Maybe you should have stamped it first.
I was thinking that you either
But then
stamp
you
him
can't
first, but
see
you
it.
can't see it. So it's because I'm not getting over the top of it too well. So I just need to come off camera for a moment, stand up and look at this. So that's a bit better there. So I've got it in. So I just needed to get a better look over the top of it, whereas I've got a big camera in the way, which stops me. So that's that one. And then all you want to do with this, obviously, is just position this the sentiment so that it is straight. Position it in the middle. Pop a little bit of glue either side of these two clouds right here. And then just stick that down between the two. And that is a simple card, just using the dies, but not to actually have it as a reveal. A wordy card. So there we have it.
Very nice.
See, that was nice and simple, wasn't it, to end the evening? And that little bit of embossing on there just adds a little bit of
subtle.
Adds a subtle, and I quite liked it because they kind of look a little bit cloudy themselves.
Cloudy.
So what was the one you did on the camera?
That one.
That one there, wasn't it? So that one.
And it should be underneath that one.
That's really nice.
Love it.
Love it. It's great, isn't it?
Can't stop playing with it.
Don't say that too loud. There we have it.
Yay!
Did you all achieve something very similar to what we have on the table?
Yes.
Good. So, are we ready for a bit of show and tell?
No, I've got to put glitter on.
It's already got glitter.
No.
More glitter.
More
Lovely.
glitter.
So, let's have a little look. Mum, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's have a little look at yours then whilst everyone's, and we'll just go through.
Right, the first one I did was
Ooh.
Ah, that's nice.
Pretty.
not supposed to turn it
Go the
round.
other way.
You've got to go the other way because your rainbow's already out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it. That's it.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, it works. It does work.
Yeah, you just did it back.
It's harder to do
Yeah,
it
you're
the
doing
other
it back.
way.
Yeah.
Well done.
And the second one I didn't have the set, so I did that one.
Ooh, pretty.
Just sort
What's
of,
all that? Oh, that's lovely.
just sort of round.
Well, what stamp is the one in the
In the middle, it's a really old one. It's called Perpetual Calendar.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my final one is that one.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lovely. Well done, Mum.
Thank you.
That's good. We have Janelle.
Okay, for the first one,
Yay!
Hey.
there we go.
Excellent.
Well
Well done.
done.
Superb.
Number one, then there's number two.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Excellent.
Did you do a large heart as well in there?
I did.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool. Excellent. Well done. It's lovely.
And then I can't find my glimmer paper, but this is my third one.
Oh,
Uh,
I like
the
it with
background.
Yeah, it's
So
quite nice with
Texture.
that. Yeah, kind of like that acrylic background, isn't it?
yeah.
It
Yeah.
almost makes it look a little bit stormy, kind of like it looks a little
Yeah.
bit lightning and kind of like cloudy. And so yeah, that works quite well as a cloud.
does.
Well,
Well done.
And then this, I did two of them, so I put just the rectangle behind them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I
Very
like
nice.
inspiration. Yeah.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So next up we have Vicky. Yay.
Yay.
Excellent. Right, that's good. Excellent. Well done.
Amazing.
And card 2.
Pretty.
Oh, lovely.
Well done.
Yes, I love that one. That's great.
Card 3. I
Yay.
did
Oh, you
dazzling
did-
diamonds in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you-
then I did some balmy blue.
Yeah, a little bit of
That's
blending on
it.
there as well. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Excellent,
It brings
beautiful.
out the,
Yeah, I was
Glimmer.
contemplating doing blending, but I figured no, I keep it simple. So
so
excellent.
there's people can have space to
Lovely. Yes.
decorate.
So well done there, Vicky. So next up we have Judy.
Okay.
Oh, Sherry's by everyone.
Oh, it's a little bit difficult back front, isn't it?
Ah, look at that.
Well
Shooting
done.
star.
Excellent. Well done there, Judy. Cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Ah, rich
Excellent.
for the stars.
And what embossing folder did you use there, Judy?
This one I had on hand that had
Okay.
stars
Oh,
on
it's
it.
got stars on it. Nice.
That's my star one as well. Excellent. Well done. Lovely. Excellent.
Thank you.
And next up we have your Liz. You are next up on my list.
Okay. This is my first one.
Okay.
Lovely.
Oh, nice.
Nice rainbow there. Well
That
done.
does.
Like the little heart.
Yes.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, the addition of the red heart down there that's quite nice as well. I'll show Jay. Jay's just going out. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, well done.
Excellent.
That's that one. This is.
Ooh.
Lovely.
I love it. It does move. Oh, no, it does move. It does move. It does move. And I'm sorry, but I went off pieced.
I wouldn't expect nothing different.
I know, right? Hang on, let me move that down. That won't be too much.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
That's beautiful. Yeah, well done.
Amazing.
So it's great. Obviously, you can take the layouts and then just adapt it, and then that's really, really pretty. It's lovely.
I can just show you one more I made recently.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
That's lovely.
that's with the Count on Me set,
Yeah.
and then the stripy, which was a bit difficult to cut through, but I did the stripy technique that you did that I love.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's lovely. Well done.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys.
No, you're
Well
welcome.
done.
Love it.
Well done there, Liz. Okay, next up we have got done everyone on that page. We have got Mandy.
Oh, hiya.
Oh hi.
Right. This is going to be really difficult doing it back to front.
Yes.
Right, hang on. Oh.
Coming
Ah,
Hey.
Hey, well done.
Well done.
I didn't finish the second one because of phone call, but I've got all the elements, and that's my
Yeah.
third one.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Excellent. Well done there, Mandy. Beautiful.
Thank you so much, guys.
No, you're
Well
welcome.
done.
Next on there we have got Danielle.
Ooh.
Hey, okay, I hope you can see me.
Can.
So,
And a cow behind you, look.
yes, Cal. Holiday accommodation. So we've got. Oh, it's difficult to do backwards, isn't it?
It is.
Hey.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Lovely.
One rainbow. It's pretty rubbish rainbow, but I'll do it better at home.
No,
So,
it looks fine.
and this one.
Yay.
Love that one.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favourites, you know.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Really easy to do as well.
Yeah.
And then the last one, which I also really like, is
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Nice and simple. Excellent.
Lovely.
Thank you.
I just love the clouds.
That's good. And I think Sherry has Sherry.
Oh no,
Sherry
Sherry's
is
still
there. There we go.
Yeah, I think she was
Yeah.
saying by the Christmas.
By the Chris, that's it.
I didn't have the stamp set,
That's
but I did
fine.
the dies. And
Yes.
so I got about this far with this one. Let's see.
Well done.
Well done.
Because I don't have the stamp set, I did just the,
Oh yeah, nothing's better. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Lovely.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Really? And then
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah, I like the color combination.
Yeah, that color combination is beautiful as well.
I love all the card ideas. I can't.
Excellent.
Well done.
Lovely.
Thank
Excellent. And then we have got, I think that's it. But Betty, who is watching us on here as well. So, and everyone else who is watching us on YouTube. So let's come back over to the table view.
Hi, YouTube.
We'll come back over to us now, I reckon. Shall we go to there?
Yeah.
That's it. Cool. Is that better? Yes. So yeah, so everyone who's watching this on YouTube as well, and obviously
And the
everyone here as well, and the replay, post your pictures online, please. Let us see what you've actually created. So yeah, I think that'd be lovely. But I hope did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I think let's come back. So we don't need to see our ugly mutts now. We need to see everyone, don't
Just
we?
do
So
gallery,
do
yeah.
gallery view. shall we?
Thanks, Betty.
So, Betty said, well done, everyone. Your cards are wonderful. Thank you very much, Betty. Yeah, everyone did it amazing with that one. So I'm really pleased that you've all got something out of it. So you're going to be making more of them.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, that's really great. So
Yeah, I want to try the rocket coming out.
Yeah.
It must be done.
I have got a rainbow ready, actually. So I've cut two. So, so yeah, rocket it up.
Yes.
So good. So is there any questions at all? Silence. Excellent. That's good. We like that. So yeah, so maybe we'll have a little look into how we can do that other card which Jay's done. We'll see what happens with the rocket flying around. Just
yeah.
Jay's going, no, I don't want to do it. It's too difficult.
No, it's not that difficult, to be honest. But yes, there's a lot of elements in there.
Yeah, so that'd be fine.
Yes.
But yeah,
cool.
So book in for the next class if you would like to. That's the Quiet Meadow, which we have got coming up in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
Already booked.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
I'm already booked.
That's it.
Do we know August yet?
August, we're only gonna have one.
Yeah, only one class in August for the second week, because we are on holiday for the second class, so we won't be around.
We did float the idea of doing the third Tuesday.
Yeah, two back-to-back class, but we figured that might be a little bit too much. So yes, I only got one in August, but it will probably be. I don't even know. Jay's got an idea.
No, because we haven't actually decided, because it was either stencils or Pansy, or what was the other one? There was something else. We weren't gonna do mini catalog until September.
Because we didn't think it was enough time for you to get stuff ordered if you were waiting until August, or if you're not a demo. We didn't think it was fair to try to say, yeah, we're doing it, and then you have to go order it instantly. So we won't be starting the new mini stuff until September, to give you all time to say if you want to order it, if you want to get it from yourself. So yeah, so
we'll post the stuff that we have on the Cardmaking Facebook group.
Yeah.
So then at least you have an idea of what sets we'll be playing with.
Yeah. So good.
Cool. Thank you so much again.
So I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm really happy you got something. Sorry, who was that? Sorry.
I said thank you.
No, you're welcome, Mandy.
Yeah. Thank you very much
for joining us.
Thank you. Enjoy it as always.
Lovely.
Thank you.
We'll see you all again.
Thank
See you all
you.
again very soon.
Come so far. Come on.
Stay safe. Bye. See you
Enjoy
soon.
your holiday, Danielle.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
Joshua. I love your haircut.
Yeah, nice haircut, Joshua.
They like your haircut. You hear them?
Thank you.
Oh, cute.
He looks so different with short hair.
He sure does, doesn't he? But thank you guys. It was fun.
You're welcome, Judy. Thank you for joining us again.
Lovely.
Thank you.
See you later, guys. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Bye, Vicky.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Betty. That's good.